It was good.
I've been thinking about like one of my favorite drill tweets a lot the past few days because it is one of my personal favorite stupid ways to start a conversation. It is. I'm gonna just go find this so I can repeat it verbatim. It's a beautiful one.
My personal, like, one of my personal all-time favorites will forever be, there's zero difference between good things and bad things, you idiot, you fucking imbecile.
Okay, so this one I've been obsessed with for the past day.
Alright.
It's me again, from the website. Admit that the Berenstain Bears are for adults, or I will strategically headbutt your father to death.
That is...
And I don't want to greet anyone in any fashion other than, it's me again from the website.
From the website. This is an extremely good Let's Play. I'm extremely on topic.
Drill is always on topic with Sonic. This
I'm
feels
just
right
saying, look out, the Great Clements, because I'm coming for you.
Oh man, but yeah, this. Oh,
is the Great Clements
every
even
time
like a recognized YouTuber? Because like, I think he does great.
He's a YouTube boy. He's got subscribers.
He's got subscribers. Like, I mean, is he like one that where you name drop him and people go, "Oh yeah, I follow that guy."
I don't know. I mean, he's popular among the Sonic niche.
Well, that's not saying a lot.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, we speak in degrees here with anyone on YouTube. It's like no video game YouTube is as popular as like stupid asshole that wanders around Japan.
God. That's Logan Paul.
I don't want to think about.
Turns out, get this, Logan Paul, stupid asshole that just basically did a video that was basically like list of warning signs that your child might be a sociopath.
But unironically.
Only he did it unironically by exhibiting all of them, by displaying all of them. Has been on TV before. He was the bad guy in the Gamergate episode of Law.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Of course.
Oh man, you just almost overshot the UFO, and I wanted to bring up. I did that my first time through. If you overshoot the UFO, there's nothing you can do.
There are lots of ways you can actually do it. There are many.
But you have to get behind it. It does not just jump ahead of you. You have to get behind it.
The special stage levels are kind of broken in a lot of ways, and one of them is like the most probably well-known exploit is that if you just go left to right really fast, you can gain a ton of horizontal
infinite speed
and just catch it like without getting a single ring or blue sphere every single time. Like literally, it's probably the way every speedrunner that's like doing the 100% route does it now. But another thing you can do is actually just pass the UFO and never catch it.
Yeah, no, I passed it one of my first times through, and it was just like, oh, surely the rubber band AI will put it ahead of me eventually. No, it won't.
I remember one time, I just wanted to see if I could really. I love how like the little like guys spinning. Oh, I died. Oh, sad.
Oh, the ridiculous spinny boys.
The little spinny boys. I love how as they lose more balls, they get like sadder and sadder until their last one is just like totally depressed.
They miss their balls.
Yeah, they
also, Studiopolis Zone is one of the new ones, and it's so gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no, this is a very pretty game.
The silhouettes.
Yeah, no, this Sonic.
It's not my favorite of the new zones, though.
Sonic has like always had very good art design, and Studiopolis is an extremely good example of that. I love the Sonic series.
This stage's color palette has always struck me as weird. Like
it's interestingly neon.
Off, yeah.
It's
but
not
like it's
neon.
not bright neon.
Neon is specifically red. It's definitely not a very
like it's the associated like hues of blue that you would get with neon.
Yeah, no, like that makes sense.
There's something trippy.
It's almost like oh, also the truck's labeled Hornet.
Oh yeah, from Daytona, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
I'm wondering.
More people probably. This is probably. I'm probably talking out of ass here, but I'm betting more nerds know the Daytona song than have actually ever watched the Daytona 5000.
I have never watched a Daytona event, and I don't care to.
My mother-in-law lives in Daytona, and I'm still not gonna watch it. I drive by the Speedway every time my wife and I go to visit her, and I'm like, hey Sequoia, you wanna go watch Daytona? And she's like, no, and I'm like, me neither. My wife's pretty great.
I'd also like to point out this stage shows one of the obsessions of classic Sonic fandom that showcases like who these people that made this are because of the popcorn popper.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Classic Sonic fandom, like the classic Sonic fandom rather than the fans of classic Sonic, but like the old school Sonic fandom are obsessed with that thing, and I'm not sure why.
Because the popcorn popper with Sonic the Hedgehog on it. I remember one time I was on like a family vacation in Vegas of all places. I know, right?
That's where you take your family.
Oh yeah, seriously. I think it was mostly just because we were there for like we were basically doing the let's see the American, the great parts of America you will never ever visit again. And
Vegas, I'd like to do that one day.
Vegas was like in the way between one huge national park and the Grand Canyon. I don't know.
Nice.
Either way, we, as everybody does when you go to Vegas, we went to a casino and I found like this weird off-brand, probably bootleg, casino game with a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehogs on it, and I'm like, holy shit, Sonic!
Finally!
Finally!
Something I can pay attention to.
Something that I care about. Something I'm willing to give a shit about in this godforsaken Hell City. Neither of you guys live in Vegas, right? Don't live in fucking Vegas. You can do that.
I've never been close to Vegas.
I remember they got like the legalized prostitution there, obviously.
Yeah.
It's one of the
things.
Basically
gambling and that it's known for.
Yeah, no. Vegas is known for very specific things. And so like we're just walking down the street and these guys never say a word, but they just like sort of slap these cards into your hand, right? They're very quick about it, right? I don't even know how they put it in your hand, but it's just in your hand. It's just whap, whap, whap. They
are perfect. It's like a reverse pickpocket.
If they were pickpockets, they would be billionaires.
It's one of those things where it's like video game pickpocketing, where you can pickpocket something into someone's inventory.
Yeah, right. It's like, how did you learn how to do this? Because this is a legit superpower you guys got here, right? They're all like just basically cards advertising prostitutes. I get a bunch of them. I believe I was, I suppose I was 22 at the time. Yeah, no, 22 sounds right. No, 20.
You were old enough, they didn't commit a crime.
Yeah, I was old enough, they didn't commit a crime. But they were also slapping with my brother's hand, who was 16. And I was like, and John's just looking at him like, and I'm like, just
don't know how to respond to this.
I'm just like, don't worry about it, dude. Just throw them away. Just
throw them away.
You're not...
Smile politely. Thank the nice pimp for his
Thank the nice
man for his advertisement.
He was just trying to be polite. Yeah, that's Vegas.
This is a neat boss fight. All the boss fights in this game are really like trying to stretch what gimmick they can bring to forth in a 2D Sonic.
Yeah, some of the bosses.
Some of them run a little wrong.
Some of these bosses are great. I will never truly love the spider boss.
I actually kind of like that one because I got good at killing it fast.
Yeah, but it's one that goes down either really easy or is a giant pain in the ass. And
yeah, if you get off the pattern with that guy, it's just for
yeah. If you miss like your window, you're gonna be there for a while.
It's one of the other thing about it is just that. Oh, what was I gonna say?
I know that, like the speedrunners have figured out a way to skip this entire boss, like just jump straight to the end.
Good for them.
It's a this one in particular, not like the spider boss or anything. It's you jump over. It's basically you get Tails to fly you over the trigger, and apparently like the I would have assumed they're not on the same map, but they totally are apparently.
Nice.
Because like you get the screen flash frame transition. I figured it was loading an entirely new level, but no, it's just loading you back into the level at the end.
I love the touch that the end level sign is very obviously a 3D object.
Yeah, no, like that's great. It's like
that's another one of those things that's like, oh, this would definitely have been done on the next system that they put a 2D Sonic on.
It's sort of like I reminds me more than anything else of like the Castlevania games on the Game Boy Advance of all things, where doors would be 3D objects.
It's just to like see that we have advanced. There are 3D objects.
We're not just doing a 16-bit game. The Game Boy Advance Castlevanias were pretty good on the whole, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
I know if it's circle.
Let's talk about advanced risk machines.
What? No, let's not do that.
What's interesting, I guess, to me is that I don't, unless I'm misremembering, there's not a proper casino level. This is as close as the game gets.
Well, Lotto is sort of like a casino. It's basically gambling for your schools.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that like this? Like Studiopolis is not a devoted casino level. It just has elements.
They also kind of revisit it in the desert level.
Oh yeah, they have like bar stools and stuff. That's not really casino.
Yeah, they have bar stools, and they have the other important thing. They have the pinball.
Yeah, that's true.
But like they didn't do a dedicated like casino or pinball level. It encroaches into other areas. Also, the animation of Eggman and the Eggman TV backgrounds is beautiful.
Oh yeah, that one and the like 1920s style like bendy looking Eggman. It's great.
But yeah, like that was interesting because that was a tradition in Genesis Sonic, was that there was always one of those levels, and like this time it's like, that tradition we don't have to worry too much about. We can just incorporate the fun gimmicks into other levels.
Yeah,
yeah, they kept close enough in many stages that it's like
like you never miss it because it's always, well, it's not necessarily there. It's always close enough that you don't feel like you're missing out.
Yeah.
You never go, oh, they robbed me of a quality casino night level. No, you never feel that at any point.
Especially after we had to live through Casino Street Zone or whatever it was in Sonic 4.
Oy.
That's got an ugly palette.
Sonic 4, God. That was a
this game went and ate that game's lunch. No one's ever going to remember that game happened.
Like, after Sonic Mania, Sonic 4 may as well have never happened.
And speaking of not getting the physics right.
Oh God. Yeah, no.
I feel like that was the first time people really got up in force about like these physics are awful, because like it was the first time that like they expected them to function exactly as they had before.
Yeah, because it was passable on like the advanced DS games when there was like a little bit off, but whatever.
Well, the
like this was. They also weren't pretending to. They didn't call them Sonic 4.
Yeah, no, like,
this is also true.
Yeah, like the advanced games though. The advanced games, the physics weren't like, one-to-one recreations of the Genesis, but the advanced games were also trying to do stuff that the Genesis games explicitly weren't.
Yeah, like
there was an attempt there. Well, no, it was definitely like, going for like the whole Genesis feel. It wasn't trying to be the Genesis. It was its own beast, and that's why it had like stuff like the sort of like.
It was a new generation of Sonic.
Yeah, it had like a weird like not boost mechanic in the advanced one. In the advanced one, it was.
But there was this super high speed mechanic.
There was like a super high speed mode, and like when I finally saw the speed run, all of a sudden so much of that game clicked into place because they put a ton of shit into that game that like you would not have like thought to try and look for. It's honestly kind of amazing. Like the whole if you keep the whole like you can maintain momentum for like ever aspect was really interesting. And then in Advance 3 they did the whole team up mechanic, which honestly the game probably wasn't super greatly served by, but the ideas there were really fascinating.
Like the real problem with Advance 3 is just that the level design itself is kind of a problem, but like the team up mechanic is at least an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Egg TV.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I freaking love the. I just think that the freaking chicken robot is adorable.
The chicken robot's wonderful. Mushroom Hill says hi. Oh shit.
It's good to find that robotnik place for his.
Before he can even do the thing. Oh, fun dumb fact: the background noise right here is the low-level buzz from the really like poorly managed Sonic stream where they announced this game.
That's amazing.
And the dates on the back there, you can see it between right next to the ring bonus 07, I believe 22/16. That was the date of the Sonic stream. Yeah, no.
Wow.
This game is fucking hardcore when it comes to its in jokes.